Hey. Hey, love. Um, Current gifted 5 subs last night. So I think that's why. Okay. Okie. Oh, almost hit stop streaming. Don't want to do that. Okay. So, let's get this done today. Let's get this done today. I can do this. I can do this. Okay. I can do this. Okay, so what was I on? Model question 4. Okay. So we are on inference. With a model loaded and prepared, defined. Add this. But how is everyone tonight? I'm really tired. I'm really tired. Honestly, if I didn't need to get this done, I probably would just be in bed with Baby Bunny. But I have to get this done so that I can study with how long and maybe Turing, if Turing is able to do some hair coding and mock interviews with me. It's a lot right now, guys. And I'm going to be solo parenting for the next 2 weeks. So that's gonna be so much fun. Like, I'm actually really stressed about it. Really, really stressed. But I did my makeup today. I washed it off already. But I did my makeup today and it felt I was trying to emulate Korean makeup art, but yeah, I feel like I might have looked a little bit like a ghost. But yeah, so trying to find myself. Thanks for the lurk, Sputnik. I know, I posted in Discord. I was like, I'm not gonna stream tonight. I'll be in Discord. But then I was like, no, I said last night I was going to be here, so. Are you going back to Malaysia then? Or are you going to school in Australia? I feel like part of the reason why I feel like I don't know is because I'm always lurking in your stream and my phone is on perpetually on silent, and if you notice, I don't wear headphones very often either because when I am studying, perpetually silence. Okay. So like a software dev job, right? And how is the market in Australia right now? But while you tell me about that, oh, Wait, then you could tell me all the secrets to making really good tea because I feel like whenever I make it at home, it never tastes as good as when I buy it. Not gonna lie, I have considered. I have considered doing that. Like, yeah, I've considered getting a job at a boba shop for like 6 months just so I can learn. So my friend in college actually got a job at Starbucks back when they like had really good benefits for their part-time employees and they paid for college and things like that, and he learned how to make good coffee. Not good, especially. Sounds like it's the story everywhere. It's the story everywhere. I am on Twitch job, especially. Yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine that. A job maker. I am also on Twitch. Okay. Um I am going to bye. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to yeah, can you guys hear? I'm congested. Baby Bunny definitely got me sick. Like last night, she kept waking up and she kept coughing in my face, and I was just like, oh. So, why wouldn't you want to live in Singapore? I thought like a lot of people wanted to live in Singapore. Oh, okay, okay. So you do want to live there. Why Australia over Singapore? Out of curiosity. You know, my friend's husband was voted Singapore's most eligible bachelor way back when. Hey, Zemdo. Luckily, knock on wood, my immune system, for the most part, is pretty good. Like last time Baby Bunny got really, really sick, like 105-degree temperature. I didn't get sick. Hubby got sick. Last time she got hand, foot, mouth disease. I didn't get sick. Hubby got sick. Hubby got strep throat from her. So like for me, I knock on wood. I don't know if it's a mom thing or what, but I have been lucky. Not many startups. Yeah, isn't Australia cost of living pretty expensive? Okay, so I'm going to hit a oh yeah, hey, Zemdo, is there an office in Australia? Is there a Twitch office in Australia? Asking for a friend. Okay, gonna hit a focus mode. Oh, you don't think anymore? We do hire in Australia. You hear that? You hear that? Okay. But if they don't have an office, it would be remote. So, okay, I'm gonna hit a focus mode. I'm gonna try and read this so I understand what's going on. And then I will be back. You guys chat around yourselves. Yes, but he's saying that they do hire in Australia still without the office there. So it shouldn't matter what city you're in. Okay, anyways, chat among yourselves. I will be right back. Okay. With a model loaded and pre-processing defined, running inference on a new image takes about 5 lines of code. This is a section walks you through each section. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read up on inference really quick. I'm also going to run all the code again. It's probably gonna take a little bit, but I'm gonna run all the code again. Just because I'm pretty sure it timed out. Okay. So let's read with a model loaded, running inf. Oops. Using train neural network. Torch load to save your. I'm not processing right now. Get top 5 predictions. Load model. Okay. Switch to evaluation mode. Pairing inputs. If you think you spend $2,000 on a 180-day program to become a data science, that's why a 42-week. Stop with the ads. Inference. Understanding. Okay, inference is where things get real. Whether you're deploying to a cloud server or an edge device, optimizing inference is what separates a good system from a great one. Purpose of a guide. Guide isn't beginner. I won't be touching on how to train a model or how Ford works. We'll leave that for the textbook out of using wrappers. So, evaluate. Okay, inference mode is model.eval. So, oh, I guess it, again, reading. Reading is crucial. Reading is crucial. Where is it hung up? This is hung up somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna refresh this and see if... Okay, so... Step 1. I know this. I know this. So what is the image? Transform. Wait. Hold on. feel like I forgot everything I... Did it run? Why did it not run everything else? Excuse me. Syntax expecting. Oh. Whoops. What happened there? Okay, random seed. So data is with the model loaded, running inference on a new image takes about 5 lines of code. This section walks you through each step. The label. So it should return the image. Equals load sample. Okay, yes. So this returns the image and then the image name. Preprocess image device prediction. Okay, so preprocess, but I use transform. So why is it telling me to use preprocess now? Did I do it wrong originally? Preprocess. Okay, focus mode. I think it's over. Okay, at least I know what I'm doing. Okay, hold on. I heard Riot Games is hard to work at, but still, like, it's a good company to work for. But it's hard, if that makes sense. Like, one of my friends works for Riot Games. Forget what he does exactly. He's not an engineer. I think he's a statistician. I don't remember, actually. All I know is maybe he's systems. All I know is he's on call sometimes, because there were times back when we used to hang out a lot. We would like be with a group of friends like at the beach, and he would pull out his laptop and have to do work because he was like, I'm on call. You'd be surprised how much they're open to. Riot Games says LA in US, but they will let you work elsewhere. Despite me enjoying remote work, I think I prefer... I agree about hybrid. Hi JC, going okay. Thanks so much for the follow, Anamorphonic, and thanks so much for subscribing on YouTube, Brian. Hi, I'm okay. How are you, DJ? I am trying to learn machine learning. Probably not as bad as Blizzard. Okay, so I heard after... Did I tell you guys? I found out that the guy, the big scandal with Blizzard apparently was a guy that I never met, right? But a lot of my other friends did meet. Who here knows the game Ingress? Who here knows the game Ingress? So my yeah, so apparently that guy was yeah. Somebody very active in that game was the one that was a big portion of the issues. um the sexism, like just completely the forum basically bashing females that came to light. Like it was, I think, the last big scandal where they basically cleaned house. Yeah, the guy was kind of a jerk. The guy was kind of a jerk. I never met him, but I remember he used to cuss out, like he would he would accuse me of being a bot because I got into Ingress because of someone who obviously played, right? And yeah, apparently they had a rivalry, and then it just, yeah, it was very interesting. Yeah. Thanks so much for the follow. Show up every day. What project am I making? I am just going through my coursework. Hi, Insane. I've been tired. I have been so tired. How about you? Okay, so I am also, if for those asking, the course I'm doing is pinned on the bottom. They are accepting applications right now. It's for people in the States only. It is free. So if anybody is interested in learning how to program, then hi Twinkie, then yeah, definitely check them out. Okay. Doing 14-hour shifts and then starting school next week. Are you gonna cut back on your shifts when you start school? I'm taking Code the Dream. I would love to work for one of the big tech companies, but honestly, any job that gives me experience right now, I would be, and that has good mentorship. So any job, obviously I could get a job that will give me experience. However, if there's not a good mentor, I would not grow. So I would really love a job that has a great mentor or mentorship program that allows me to grow as a software engineer. Yeah, I'm taking Code the Dream. It's pinned at the bottom for YouTube. And Twitch, I made it permanent, right? Yeah, okay. My brain is not braining right now, guys. My brain is not braining. So it should be... Oh, what am I doing? That's not the correct one. Where did Kaggle go? Okay. So this should be image dot, or no, this should be model dot preprocess, right? Oh wait, just kidding. Image. We preprocess the image. It says right there. It says right there. So image dot preprocess. Let's see. Do I need to convert, resize? equals preprocessed image dot un. Oh, actually, can I do this? I think I can do this. I think I can do this. Okay. Thanks, DJ. Oh my gosh, insane. That's awesome though. My brain is not braining. That's so good, Twinkie. Yeah, I hope one day I can give back as well. Definitely like Code the Dream. I know they're always looking for mentors, but I think my confidence in my skills is not necessarily the highest yet. Like I know what I'm doing in certain aspects, but I also feel like if I were to explain this to someone, I may not be as clear and concise as I would like to be if I were to teach someone. And maybe it's because for like figure skating, I was able to convey the ideas that we needed to accomplish very clearly because I knew confidently that this was that. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Insane. That's insane. Hi, Xmetrics. Hi, C. How are you? I'm doing okay. And demand 6 digits like every bootcamp kid does. Hi, Yike. It is very insane. Welcome in. Aw, thanks, DJ. I appreciate it. The best way to get out is not to be an imposter. Trying. Okay, so now torch.no Brad. Torch.no Brad. Hi, programmer. So of course, I wouldn't feel confident in teaching data science and machine learning or anything like that because I'm still learning. But I feel like I am confident in teaching. Sorry, not confident. I feel like I should be confident. I should be. That is the key word. Should be confident in teaching the basics of programming and the basics of Python. Like I feel like I've been programming a lot long enough and I feel like I should be good enough, if that makes sense, with the basics to explain it, but I'm scared that I'm not good enough. Did you code before AI? If so, you're hired. But all the companies want you to use AI now. I'm the first person you've seen actually building a Python notebook. I do enjoy Kaggle. Basics, yeah, I can believe it. Teaching is a great way to learn. I know, right? Python is easy. You just write pseudocode and it works. What time is it there at your place? Late at night. There's a difference between and using AI. Some people say the more you say you are something. Okay, well then I am employed. I am employed at a big tech company. I will get hired. I will do well on my interviews and I will get hired. I think AI and AI use is just causing a reduction of critical thinking all around. Like people are literally putting into AI, hey, why did this happen? Or, hey, what should I do? I talked to my former and he was so down to hire me. Yeah, but you could be a TA. So you can be hired as a teacher's assistant as a student. At least in the States you can. Python. If not pseudo instruction. AI is causing. Remember we were talking about that though? I don't think it's just AI. Remember my whole long spiel yesterday about the fact that, again, every kid learns differently, right? However, a lot of the tablet games, while they are educational, are very one note. They are not open-ended. Like that was my big critique for my own kid as to why I won't give her screens right now. Because those games, while they are educational, they work on math skills, they work on memorization and things like that. They are not open-ended where kids will have to think critically of, hey, this isn't working. Is there another way I can succeed? As opposed to like on the screen, it's this isn't working. There's only this way to do it. Well, Rython, maybe, but that's also TAs are allowed, again, in the States, TAs are allowed to give parts of the lectures. It's just that the teacher usually has to go over it or provides the lesson plan, and then the TA like will run the discussion. There is manual coding, hybrid coding, or vibe coding. I want to learn how to do hybrid coding. I want to learn how to do hybrid coding efficiently. Okay, but I do have to get this done tonight, so I am going to hit another focus mode. Yeah, so just saying, I am going to get hired. I just realized. Like, why does it feel so dark in here? Okay. I'm going to hit another focus mode. I'm going to get this done. I want to at least get the mini project started and set up. Yeah. I wanna get the mini project at least started and set up. So I need to get this inference done. Hi Jim. Also, didn't you volunteer for Code the Dream? I feel like I remember you had volunteered to be a mentor, right? I have interviews with 2 different companies coming up. You only get most if you want. You can learn more than ever. Yeah, but I think again, there's the whole thing of learning how you learn. Thanks, Yike. Yeah, I'm putting it out there. I am going to do well on the interviews, on the tech interviews, on the behavior interviews, on the culture interviews. I'm gonna do well and I am going to get hired. I am putting that out into the universe right now, okay? I am sending positive vibes out there for myself. Okay, but I am going to hit a focus mode, so I will be back, guys. Okay. Disable gradient. With torch no grad. Oh, okay. So shouldn't this be model eval? Okay, so this says with so my question is, this says run inference inside torch, but then when I'm reading, it shows that I should set the model to evaluation mode outside. Okay, so okay. So we are going to think we're going to set model to eval mode. So model.eval. Let me just double check that this didn't do that, right? Oh wait, I already did. Just kidding. Okay. See, this is also why I don't like stopping code. Okay. I already did that. Okay, run inference. And then I want to do a model. This would be, I'm gonna just name this X right now. Input tensor to get the output of the shape. So output equals model. This should be pre-processed image. Or I guess I could name this input tensor. Input? I feel like I should name that input, but we'll address that later. Raw scores to probabilities. Okay, so I think this is where it has. Actually, no. We're going to do probabilities equals torch nn dot functional. Okay, let's Google this. Or I guess we can ask ChatGPT to explain this. Okay, so output equals model input tensor. Okay, so have that. You get something like that. These are called logits. Okay, so then so max it's 0, and then get 5 predictions using torch. Torch dot top k. I feel like I would have to do torch dot top k parentheses 5, something like that. Values indices. Okay, so model is shape. What does dim mean? What does dim? So values in indices. Equals torch dot top. Okay, that would be output, comma, k equals 5. Or, sorry, I don't need k equals 5. 5. Then I'm gonna not use dim really quick. Oh wait, I want probabilities. Sorry. So we're gonna actually do softmax. We're gonna do probabilities. value. Add the class. So let me print top tops. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Focus mode should be over. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Mahe. My comment system redesign Twitter. Oh. Yeah, I'm not the best quote unquote liar. So if I were and I wouldn't want to cheat. I honestly answer for teaching. It seems pretty easy to get a teacher. I dislike US card dependent infrastructure. Yeah, most community colleges, you don't have to have a PhD to teach at. I think you might not even need a master's in some cases if you have professional working experience. Hi, Create! Twinkie. I would like to leave the house. I would like to leave the house. Oh wait, I guess I would need to run this, wouldn't I? Get up 5. Trace back. Load sample image is not defined. Oh, I guess I should run that one too, huh? Okay, let's try that again. Trace back. Cannot choose from an empty sequence. Huh. First 5 labels. Okay. Am I missing something? So I see this is first 5 labels. Let's just see. Okay. Place it on one mountain. Load sample image. Labels. So I ran this. So I see labels there. But why is this? List class directory. There's no files. Wrong folder. Oh, okay. No, I saw this note earlier. Okay, okay, okay. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Slack. Yeah, I saw somebody mention that in Slack. Mm, no, that's not it. Okay. Where is it? Taggle. So is it because did I not, with the model loaded, add this image loading helper to your, from, this is a valid link. Okay, this is a valid link. Cannot choose from an empty. But this is a valid link. I just tried it. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me figure out what's going on. Okay. Does this folder actually exist? Content. Okay, so no. Okay, okay, okay. So Michael notebook. No, that is. Oh, okay. So I need. Okay, so where is this? Load directory, class directory. First 5 labels. Okay, my question though is this is giving me the label for the C. Print label. Oh. Mountain. What is going on? Is it mountains? No, it's mountain. It's mountain. So why are we having issues? Okay, so this is correct. No, that's the wrong one. So the test is test mountain. So I know that this is what the heck? My goal. Okay, sorry. Is Macca's McDonald's? Hi, Arctic. Hi, LV. I'm trying to figure out why this copy and paste code isn't working. So this is the line that's giving me issue. Is it? Hold on. Is it? Yeah, so I'm getting an issue with this. And I copied and pasted exactly from okay, and then we're going to add code. So it's not even giving me an error right now in the code I wrote. It's giving me an error in okay, this is new. Okay. Cannot choose from an empty sequence. I don't understand this right now. So this is the error I'm getting. And it's on the load sample image. Print image path. Huh? Cannot choose. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the code that I wrote. It is this Haggle. Thanks for the follow, Escobar. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's it's weird when I am greeted like that. It is so weird. And I said before, it makes me very uncomfortable. So I've asked you to stop. And next time I will ban you. Okay. No, there is a folder. So there is a folder named Mountain. So there is a folder and it's supposed to take so I feel like it might have something to do with this. Wait, did it print? No, it did not print an image path. Yeah, so it's not giving me... So it's not even running this thing right now. Class directory. Generator object path. Okay, so... Now let's do list. It is an empty list. Why? Okay, so this one is number of classes, categories. Okay. ChatGPT. So maybe the images are... No, they're JPEGs, right? Yeah, they're JPEG. They are JPEG. That's still empty. Okay, so hi MM. Oh my gosh. It's a little bit weird seeing you on YouTube. Escobar, how long have you been trying again? Yeah, I agree. That's one of the great things about it though is oh yeah, also welcome in. Just kidding. I think I've seen you in other streams. Maybe that's why your username looks familiar. But that's one of the things I would really enjoy about programming is the fact that there's always more to learn. Always more to learn. Okay, so okay, so let me double check this. This is input Intel image. Oops, what did I just do? Okay. This is Intel. Is it because it's not getting downloaded? Okay. So this is supposed to download it. Right here. This is supposed to download. I feel like it's not loading. Why not? I don't want to cry, MM. It's been how many days since I last cried on stream? Oh my gosh, I think I know why. Is it because there's no... No. Is it? Maybe? We're gonna try this. No, it's still empty. Invalid. Oh, from. Having trouble finding. Intel image. Okay. Toggle input Intel image classification. That is wrong. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take so much longer. Okay, image classification. So this is the error I'm getting. isn't available in you're not. I should have. Oh my gosh. Wait. Did I? No, I have it. Excuse me. I have it. It's it's here. Okay. We're going to refresh everything. We have my code. It is here. We are going to run this. Hold on. Something just happened. Let me... It's a normal constant. It kind of is. It kind of is, isn't it? Okay. So let's do this. So these are all here now. Okay. I don't really understand why it wasn't there when I had hit run all code and the rest of my code was working. So this should have... Okay, hold on. Let me leave really quick. We're going to come back here. We're going to restart and clear cell outputs. Okay. We are going to remove this. We're to add a period there because I don't know why that's not working. Okay, we're going to run this first block. No. There's a folder called test. So there's a folder called seg train, seg predict, seg test. It's all the way down here, like right here. Hold on. Yeah, so right here. Oh my gosh. I think it's that. It's that. You're right. No, wait. Okay. We're gonna... You might be onto something. You might be onto something. Oops. Okay, so it's input data sets, data sets, data sets. Okay, we're gonna try it and we're gonna see really quick. Okay. I think you are correct in we're going to take this. Now, image has no... Yeah, that's what I thought. Isn't this transform? Okay, so... We're somewhere. Yeah, Alvi, you're right. You're right. Okay, we have it. We have it. We have it. I think what really tripped me up was this was code given to me. So I would think that... No. So, this is... It's a different error now. Alvi, it's a different error. It's the, yeah, it's my code now. Yeah. Image object has no attribute preprocess. Oh. Oh. Okay. Got it. So this is pre-process image. What did I do? Okay. We're getting somewhere. Dim X. Dim, I think that's 0, right? None type object is not. Okay. We are somewhere. Okay. Lakshay, I don't understand how I'm bullying you when I have asked you to not greet me as mommy. Whether you are saying hi mommy or what, I don't know if English is not your first language, but I have already told you when you greet me like that or it makes me very uncomfortable. So if you are going to accuse me of bullying you, I cannot change how you feel to me trying to iterate how uncomfortable you are making me feel. So, like I said, You are more than welcome to stay in my stream. You are welcome in my community, but I will not allow that. And that goes for anyone. I'm putting too much energy into this. My homework or yeah, yeah, I'm on YouTube too. I'm on YouTube as well. I don't want to I don't want to accidentally be offensive metal. That's why. Because I feel like I may accidentally say something that could be taken offensively, and I am trying to not be offensive. And I'm trying to be understanding. It's just yeah, this is a repeat occurrence. So I am basically like, no, no more. Okay, so predictions. Okay, so I need a list. So I need to have a list. Results. Okay, so we know the class labels and we have the indices. So we would get the class name. Okay, so for it's Code the Dream. It's pinned on chat. Yeah, it's pinned on the top of chat. It's a free coding program. There's pre-work if you want to take the course. It's on a schedule where you have to turn in the homework each week, and I think they're taking applications for 2 more weeks, if I remember correctly. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna hit a focus mode right now because I think I am here. I am understanding now. Probability. Okay, so what does top pay return? Okay, okay, so it returns 2 lists. So I would need I hit a focus mode and I keep looking up. equals class. Oh, my kid's awake. I'll restart focus mode after I put her back. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so hitting focus again, append class name probs. I don't like that. Oops. Oops. Turn results. Okay. No. Results. Hey, okay. Okay, guys. Okay. So now oh my gosh, it's 11 already and I've gotten through one question. Huh. Opt. Up. Okay. Okay. Hey, I know I'm supposed to be focusing, but you guys can write in chat. Is there anything I need to be worried about with a recruiter call where they might not offer me an interview after I've had the recruiter call with them? And also, should I be wearing business casual for the recruiter call if it's Zoom? If I am, or like, is a sweater okay? Because it's like the top half of my head. I'm not gonna wear a sweatshirt, but like a sweater. Like, is that okay? Or should I be in like business casual? I guess a sweater is business casual, but like basically casual versus business casual. Like, is casual okay? I guess a t-shirt. But yeah, can I fail a recruiter call? If yeah, okay. There's only one other option that made. So, which classes seem to have been most confident? Hold on. Why? For each, print the top 3 predictions. Okay, we did that. Which classes does the model seem to have most confidence? So okay, so mountain, the model is most confident about predicting if an image is a mountain. Least confident about, I would say, buildings and yeah. Stress. Definitely subconscious writing right now. Definite subconscious writing. Okay, focus mode is okay. Let's see. I like it's better than that. You do fine. Okay, but that's because you are like super knowledgeable and you have the resume to back it up. Hi, Chili. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. It's hard not to be nervous. So hard not to be nervous. It's like, yeah, I want to do well. I want to do well. I don't want to fail a recruiter call. I don't want to fail a recruiter call. Like, I feel like they really aren't set up to be pass or fail. I'm worried I will be the first person to fail then. Be confident. I am confident. I am confident. My baby is on my pillow again. That means I have to wake her up again when I go to sleep. Yay! I hate waking her up when I go to bed. I always feel so guilty. Okay. So a pattern, I feel like it would be because it's man-made and every city or every building is different. Every building is unique, streets are unique, so it's very difficult to train, right? I can't tell if you're kidding right now, Mark. It's a 15-minute interview. I should brush up on their core values. I know that this company stresses it a lot, and I also know that I really resonated with their core values, especially with my coaching background. So I'm just like, ugh. Lucky if you get a button up. Yeah. I mean, I would want to look presentable. And like, I wouldn't mind wearing cute business casual clothes, okay? Like in coaching, I lived in athleisure, you know? Because I coached in the morning and in the afternoon, and I went to the gym in between. I literally was always in athleisure, and I still was up till had baby, and then I don't feel like I look good in athleisure anymore. So I've been trying to move away from that. But yeah, yeah. Meme shirts to the office. I've been trying to embrace what I learned in Korea about my body shape and my colors, my season colors. So I don't know if I told you guys, I got analyzed as a summer mute. So that means that my features, I don't have high contrast features, which I actually can see that. It used to bother me. Um, for any tech company that isn't super relaxed startup. Okay, yeah. So Japanese companies are on a whole other level. I have to admit, like I think a man in a good tailored suit is it puts their attraction like way up here. Granted, it needs to have they have to have a good personality, of course, as well. But I'm just saying, like, back when I was single, if a guy was in a well tailored suit for them, like if they were wearing a suit but it wasn't fit correctly, I would be like, much potential. Internalizing that Korean auntie. Is that because it's not tailored and it doesn't fit you well, or because it is tailored and fits well? Yeah, but like even if you buy a suit off the rack, if you buy it where it fits somewhat well, it still looks better than like there's people who buy the suits that are too big for them up in the shoulders. I don't know if it's because they're trying to look bigger in the shoulders. Yeah. it like seriously, attraction points on men, in my opinion, when they wear collared shirts and things like that. I think it, again, good personality and hygiene is also a must, because yeah, I'm not gonna get into that either. A suit off the rack does need to be tailored, however, it can still fit okay, where it's not you look at them and you're like, that's way too big for you. Good to know. If I ever go to a tech conference, good to know. Okay. Okay. Have you tried asking? I'm trying to get this zoot suit. Oh my goodness. I actually knew some people who wore zoot suits to prom. As I hopefully that doesn't affect my keyboard, because I just spilled water in it. Oops. It's my data engineering course. So I'm learning all the aspects that data engineering is used in. Yeah, so it's still my data engineering course. Okay. Okay, question 3. Okay, at least these are all just like observation. I've also been having, I don't know if you guys remember how I mentioned, like, I have trouble breathing sometimes. Like, I've gotten tested before. There's nothing wrong with my lungs, but like, you know, those breathing exercises that you do at a doctor's office where you blow into something and it shows you how much pressure you have going out. So like technically even though like my oxygen level is fine, my I'm unable to breathe and blow out like even 50% of what is expected of someone my age, which makes it very hard to work out nowadays. But yeah, so they can't find anything wrong with me. My lungs are clear and everything like that. I have a feeling it has something to do with my back, like maybe not being straight anymore. But yeah, it sometimes gets really, really bad. And then it's sometimes like not as noticeable. It's someone said, "Oh, maybe it's anxiety." Honestly, I wouldn't put it past it, but even when I was on medication, it wasn't it didn't go away. Um but yeah, so um yeah, I've been dealing with that recently, which has been so much fun. So much fun chasing a toddler around when I can't even take in a full breath. Um, I don't know any YouTube videos. Honestly, I'm not very good at watching YouTube videos and following along to learn that way. But what I would say is if you're in the States, and I guess also AI is very broad. So it's kind of like what part of AI do you want to learn about? You know, like how to use it efficiently, how to write your own LLMs, how to do the data processing before, how to train it. Like yeah, there's so much to learn. So it's kind of like, what do you want to do? Hi Sid. Basics. I'm learning the basics right now. If you're in the States, then Code the Dream. Oh, yeah, I honestly can't say how to use AI. Have you tried asking? Have you tried asking GPT how to make $1 quadrillion? Yeah. I can't say because this is the resource I'm using right now. I can't. Maybe CS50. They do have an AI machine learning. Actually, I kind of want to go through that as well when I have some downtime. But yeah, they have an AI machine learning course that you can take for free. You just can't get audited, aka graded, unless you pay for it. But you can take the course for free and you can watch the videos and things like that. So that, and I did start out with CS50, the original basic one. So I do know that it was a very informative program. It was a very informative class. Like they actually record the Harvard class, and that is, and you can watch it. And so it's the same lectures that the Harvard students are getting. What's my profession? Currently, I am an aspiring software developer learning data engineering. During the day, I am a toddler chasing mom. I don't know how to put it any other way. Like, yeah, I am a chef. I am a chauffeur. I am a cleaner. Okay, so raw output after soft, unconstrained scores that can be any real. After softmax, they become probabilities that sum to 1. Observe the differences. Okay, logic, min, max. Range. Why do neural networks output logics internally rather than probabilities? Is in a production pipeline that needs a filter out to filter out low confidence predictions. Which representation would we work with? I would work with probabilities. Right. I think I would work with probabilities. Okay, so logics are stable, more stable for training. So it's better mathematically, but probability is easier for me to read. Okay, so neural networks. I can say homemaker. But it's not just a homemaker. I am also trying to teach my kid to. I'm trying to give her as much support as I can right now. I just want to say funded by. That seems like the case nowadays. Oh, thanks, Sid. Bye. I appreciate the sub. Have a good night or good day if it is daytime where you are. But if it's nighttime, I hope you get some good rest. Is unironically to do that. Honestly, though, that seems like that is the case right now of what is going on. Hi, Jet. How are you? Okay. That's a very long run-on sentence. as a human. I think Twitch automatics. No, Zemdo did give me a referral. I bombed the OA. I bombed it. It was so bad. It was so bad. But yeah, I did at least make it to the online assessment for software, excuse me, for software engineer 1 role. Uh, so at least I knew I stood out enough that way. Thanks for the lurk sending. Please don't. Please don't. Remember how we talked about not abusing that sword? But yeah, so I bombed the online assessment. However, I do look at it as the fact that I did get invited was pretty huge. One, because I applied to 3 roles, I got 1 invite. 2, because I know somebody else who has worked in the industry for a few years. So granted, he was not applying to software engineer 1. He was applying to a more senior position, but he did have a referral and did not get a call back. So, or like an invite to online assessments. So I do look at it like, okay, at least something in my resume stood out enough. You know, it stinks that he didn't get a call back, but I also am trying to think like, okay, I got a call back in the sense that I got invited to online assessment. It's so bad, but I am proud that I made it that far. Really? Okay, see, okay, so then I really should feel proud. It's hard, it's hard. Like, sometimes I'm just like, I embarrass myself so much. They probably will never give me another opportunity. And also another question, these people that you refer, do they stream? Because it seems like it is a very, it seems like it's a very they like seem to stress it in the job descriptions. Oh, really? So their online assessment was actually something that I should have known how to do. That's the thing. I should have known how to do, but I panicked and I couldn't view the database, like, and the thing is, I know like if I print the database, I can view it, but like I couldn't view the database. So it was just like I wanted to use SQL, right? But I couldn't view SQL like. So I spent like a good portion of my time trying to figure that out, and then I decided, okay, forget this. I'm just going to use nested dictionaries. But then like by then I was panicking and freaking out. So I got some of it correctly, like it was working correctly, but for like the information was getting added to the dictionary, but the dictionary wasn't saving properly. Like it wasn't returning properly. And I'm pretty sure it's because I wasn't assigning it to a, like, because I had the dictionary assigned to a variable up top, but like it was just a lot of panic. It was a lot of panic at that point. My baby is whimpering. I don't even know what you just said, Han. Monetization. Wait, wouldn't you want to, I guess, as an engineer, the ideas of monetization wouldn't come from you. You would just have to write the code for what they want. Okay, okay, okay. Discord technical interview? Was this before or after Twitch? Okay. Funny just sorry. Okay. Okay. Hi old chronicles. Do I take notes for coding or programming? I do write down some stuff, but I have to be 100% honest. I write it down in a notebook, and I don't actually know where my notebook is right now, so it's been a couple of months since I've actually written anything down. Oh, but I do use Excalibur. I do use Excalibur. Oh, wow. It's really hard to compete with Google engineers, I feel like. Because I feel like automatically, if you work at Google, it's like everyone puts you at a way different pedestal, even if you're like a level 1 engineer at Google versus like at another company. It's just Google has that weight. Oh, yeah. And you're happy at Twitch, right? Has been silently laying. Like I tried. So I personally actually like physically writing, not typing. I feel like part of the whole thing with physically writing it, I end up retaining it more than if I type it. And maybe that's why I end up not looking at it as much. Wow. Looking for jobs? Victory. If I had advice on people on finding a job, I would be taking that same advice. I did end up implied AI, so Google used to have that shiny. I mean, weren't they talking about how Fang is actually no longer Fang? I think I saw something 6 months ago, and I'm not talking about the fact that Meta rebranded. I think it was like they were talking about how other companies were now supposedly higher than the original Fang. Hard to search handwritten notes. Not if you know how to organize them. Sounds good. Okay, if I don't get an offer to either of these uh companies I am working for, I'll hit you up on getting another referral. Okay, but question, OpenAI is like valued at a very high amount, but aren't they still pulling a deficit, or have they turned a profit yet? I have to admit, like, I should be more up to date on this, but I feel like I have so much other stuff to focus on sometimes. Oh, in terms of reputation. Okay. Okay, but I thought Microsoft was also not doing so good reputation wise recently. Valuations are a dark market. Kind of like what we were talking about earlier, getting the investors, watching the company crash and burn, and then flipping over to start another company. Okay. Capability. Fixed. Probability can only be the sum of one, so I don't think this makes any sense, but so create a visualization that shows an image alongside a horizontal bar chart of its top. Okay, so image, right? Okay, perfect. I think it would be plot, comma. Oh wait, I need to also find out dim. Okay, so Victory, I'm with you. I'm with you. I would love to work for one of the big tech companies, but at the same time, like I think part of the reason is because I'm scared of for startups, like or like smaller companies, if I make a mistake, I'm scared that it will like wipe the entire code base like and go down. But I have to believe in myself, guys. But yeah, I agree. So I was talking about this earlier today. I would love a company, a job that where the company has a good mentor, either so if I were working under one senior engineer where yes, I could be on my own, but I would feel comfortable asking them for questions or they could give me guidance if I do get stuck. Um, or else like a mentorship program where I would be able to talk about my work with mentors, not necessarily within the company if the company doesn't have like if they set me up with a mentor, like outside mentorship or whatnot, if that makes sense. Because I know like a lot of companies have NDAs and things like that, but it's more like, okay, if the company itself has a good mentorship program, like alums or something like that, I would love that. I would love to be able to um, work for a company that's can help me to continue to grow. And I feel like even as like a mid-level engineer, you can always still learn more from the senior engineers, like whether looking at their code or if they are inclined to talk to you. um I feel like you can learn so much from them. Sure. Okay. And the best entry is not. So, Zemdo, I agree. The only problem is like a lot of those mid-sized startups, even their entry junior level positions require like 3 years experience or internship experience or a bachelor. And I get that these are wish lists, but like I've been applying for them and either I get auto rejected and I have a feeling because it's through ATS. Like I'm not even kidding you, I get rejected like within hours of applying. And I'm pretty sure it's because my education doesn't have a BS in computer science. And yes, I know those are wish list items, but at the same time, I have to make it through their filtering that they do have, which I'm not in those instances. So I feel like it's actually a lot harder to get into those mid-level, mid-size companies because for the big companies, a lot of the bigger companies seem to have like this whole thing of, oh, well, we are willing to take people that don't have a traditional background, you know? Not, and I'm not just talking about like apprenticeships, like they don't require having a bachelor's of science in computer science a lot of times. A GM. I'm doing my code the dream homework. I'm not saying I'm relying on a mentor. I'm saying that what I would like. If so, I understand not all companies have that. You know, I don't expect, and then some software senior software engineers want nothing to do with the junior software engineer, you know, like, and I get that. All I'm saying is I would love to work at a company that had that. Entry level senior. Yeah. At like 10K? Wow. So I wouldn't. So the thing is, like, for those online universities, it's still like 25 to like 60, 70,000 depending on the program you go for, what scholarships you can get, things like that. And so yes, I have considered getting going back for that, but it's not as cost effective. Like, it would be cheaper to go to a boot camp. Uh, Code the Dream is a free coding program in the States. So it's um, run by a lot of volunteers. Like, the mentors are all volunteers who are working in tech at this time or have gone through the program and want to give back, which I again would love to, but I am also very, very nervous. Yeah, so um, you have to apply, you have to do some pre-work. If you get accepted, then there's weekly assignments and then weekly discussions that you would go to. Wait, not believing in mentorship is a recipe for failure? In your opinion, what does that mean? Sorry, Twinkie. Because you don't know if you can get rid of them. Um, so I would actually just go back for the bachelor's or a master's degree for access to the internships. Um, I think so. My friend is not in tech, but he's in biotech, and he got acquired, and literally he's just sitting there waiting to get laid off. So he's just like, yeah, I don't really care. And I'm just like, wow, must be nice. Must be so nice. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, the Orok. I have regrets over my education path. Oh, not believing in mentorship is okay. Kaggle is free. Yes, it is. Yeah, Zen. Exactly. Um, I am a career pivoter. We have a lot of working professionals in here, some students as well. But yeah, like, the whole thing of don't count on having a mentor is, I agree, but at the same time, I was just stating my wish list. My wish list for a company that I was to work at would be having a strong mentorship base. or else you learn those things at the cost of basically with the chance of getting fired. I should be my mentor. Yeah, but I do have some great mentors, not in the professional job sense, but in the programming sense. I have some amazing mentors. So I am so thankful for you guys that have been with me and who have been patient with me, even though sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh. I am a career pivoter, so I am self learning. Although can so I have a question for you guys. What is your opinion? Am I still considered self-taught, self-learning if I am going through this Code the Dream program? I am self-motivated. So that's not the issue. I am self-motivated, but can I be considered as self-taught, self-learning now? I would okay. You had no business asking it. Can you give me an example? Zemdo. Isen Newson, you're required to be independent as quickly as possible. Oh, I'm not saying like I expect hand holding. I just feel like if I run into something that I honestly cannot figure out, and like some of you guys have seen it before with Leak Code, where I am sitting there and I can't figure out, like, I have an idea of how to approach it, but then like I can't figure out something, like having a mentor to bounce ideas off of, or like ask me questions like, okay, well, why are you thinking that, is extremely helpful. Since a figure skating pivoter seems valid. Okay, okay. The issue with real life was you. Yeah, it's not required. Hey, Mark. I don't think I ever hearing you say that. Do you have a bachelor's in computer science, or were you somebody who also kind of went the self-taught route? Because seeing that you were in support and customer success, so you weren't in software engineering originally. Okay, okay, so I learned something new. For some reason, I thought you were a like you had a degree in it and then you've been a software engineer straight from school. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you've been in the industry for so long. Wait, hold on. I'm so confused. IT support engineer. Wait, you've never worked a software engineer job? So, hold on. Wait, are you? Hold on. Okay, so you're a solutions architect. So, thanks so much for the follow, Nas. Okay, wow. Why did I think you were a senior software engineer at Twitch? Wow, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you do code. You do code. So I'm not mistaken because I was like, I know you mentioned like you coded. Okay. I mean, do you count? Does Turing count? Interesting. Yeah, my stance on AI is my stance on AI, I think, is still I'm very conflicted about AI. I'm very conflicted about AI. My bias towards pro college too much. Sorry. I mean, right, Hyde, you said that you barely know anyone and you have Turing right in front of you. Yeah, I agree. AI is just a tool, and I've been having I know Rewoke hasn't really been active in streams recently, but I have been having discussions with Rewoke about AI and things like that. Um, but like yeah, my stance on AI is one, as someone who has an art background, I don't agree with how AI is being trained with artists' work without ever giving them that permission, including books as well, because books are creative arts, including movies and things like that. I don't agree with that at all. Um, I don't vibe code. Your boss has a CS degree. All tools. I agree with that. Okay, anyways, plot axis equals plot dot subplots. How would I do this actually? Yeah, plot subplots. Okay. It tells me. It tells me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What's wrong with me? I don't know how to read. Reading comprehension is hard. I work in my boss has a master's. Does he actually use it? Wait, when I get a job, I will what? I'm sorry. I completely like blanked on what we were talking about. I mean, is your department hiring? I am a good people person as long as I don't have to get yelled at by customers. I I have I had I have a lot of experience with client relations, okay? Okay, like many years. My entire profession was all about client relations and keeping parents happy. Do you know how hard it is keeping parents happy when they are spending so much money on a kid who does not want to skate? Okay, sorry. MS and CS is a scam. I would like to work as a I would like to get a job as a software engineer in the future, but yes, I enjoy the process of learning how to code. Well, let me know if they are hiring, okay? Just kidding. I would want to code though. What country again, Twinkie? Cybersecurity. That's so nice. What was his research project? My friend actually did that for bio. They were going for their PhD and then they ended up stopping at masters. Also, again, I don't know if it's different in tech, but my other friend has a PhD in, I want to say, chemistry. And he actually said that it was really hard for him to find a job because a lot of companies weren't willing to pay for the PhD label. Like they would rather hire somebody for less money that had, um, like for an MS, that had an MS for less money than the PhD. Oh, what university? Okay, wait, I missed what he said. What, why is it free? Hold on. Hi, Troll. Just a disclaimer, this is not an educational channel. Not an educational channel. Please come for and bring good vibes and chill co-working sessions and things like that and good discussion, but not an educational channel. Don't expect to learn from me teaching you on purpose. If you learn from watching me, then more power to you, but yes, I am learning too. Okay, oh my gosh, it's midnight. Oh my gosh. Permanent head. Okay, otherwise I never achieved anything. Just tons of inner seas. All the stuff I. Wow, that kind of went over my head. Blind leading the blind. Right thought. Ah, thanks. Thanks. So, how do I think one was Axis 1, right? Right. Hi, nerd. Welcome in. Working. Thanks so much for the follow, Bez. I had to build out was okay. I'm gonna also say that I think part of the conversation is going way over my head right now, and I'm gonna focus really quick, and I'm going to get this done. Okay, so show an image. Image show. Okay. It's like when I focus. Okay. Be right back. Okay. Uh, oh, just kidding. She said that she has to go potty. Be right back. So I think it should be this row title image name. Okay, and then we're also going to do bar chart. Horizontal bar plot. Bar H. Okay. This is axis 1 dot bar H. Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yes. Okay, bar H. And then we would want we would want the predictions. Axis would be predictions. Yeah, predictions. Okay, so that would be predictions, and then that would be RH values. Oh, categories. Categories would be class names, right? No. It would be, what would it be? So it would be it would be class name. Prob. It would be prediction. How do we unpack that? Why am I drawing a blank right now? Oh, duh. Okay. Duh. Okay, so unpacking threads. So we would have names equals names for what would it be? It would be label, right? Okay, we're gonna just do name equals for, what am I doing? Name for name in creds if prob equals prob or name prob in. I don't like the name creds anymore. Oh, they gave that. Okay, whatever. They gave that. So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So we would do name prob. And then we would do access one title. That would be probability for prediction. Axis one dot x label. Is it x label? Yeah, it's x label still. Oh wait, it gives me top 5. It gives me the names. X label, that would be probability and then axis 1 dot y label, that is going to be label. Then we're going to plot dot show. Whoops. Axis name oh my gosh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, access object is not scriptable. Okay. Okay, how would I show this? How would I show this is the question. Access object has no... Okay, what did I do wrong here? What did I do wrong here? Oh. Bobs, okay. So, wrong way. Oh, figure. Figure. Set title. Okay, so Figure axis attribute has no attribute. Did I write? I did not. No, I wrote plot. I have that. Oh, set title. Set title. No. Figure axis. Axis objects has. Then what line is it? It's this one. Do I have, okay, do I have matplot? I do have that. Did I? I don't see. Okay. You. Okay. Let's try this. Let's try this. Okay. Hi, chat. Wow. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna catch up to chat. Holy moly. Thanks for subscribing, Tech with Jesus on YouTube. I appreciate it. Us. Who else? Bez, I am not working professionally. Yeah, Zen, I don't see where it would have gotten reassigned, but we're going to. Did I not close? I don't have. Hold on. No. I don't have any other plots. So we're gonna see if something happened. Although, actually, no, it's because, I think it's because I had, oh, I think it's because my first error was, I put plot, comma, axis, so it rewrote it then. But then it should have, oh, I guess I would have had to run the first code, first cell anyways, again. No. Bar H, names, probs. Can't convert CUDA. Oh. That's right, that's right. I have to move this to device, or I have to move these to CPU, right? How do I move it? Okay, what is the syntax again? How to move to CPU from CUDA PyTorch to CPU. Okay. And then to. Although, would I want NumPy? Oh, that's a list object. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Let me... hold on. That is a list. So... oh, okay, dot CPU dot NumPy? Like this? No. Or is it like this? Yeah, no. I'm a little confused. Hold on. Issue in predictions. A GPU tensor. Oh my gosh. Even better fix. Okay, so I would want to change this. Where did it go? Item. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, no, that makes sense. Because, okay, there we go. That's not 5 predictions. What? Top 5 predictions. What are you? Is it because it renamed it here? Yes. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. What? Okay, no. Oh my gosh, I know what. Oh my gosh, I know what it is. Okay, okay, okay. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I know why. Because I need to call it myself. Okay. I need to call this myself. So we are going to do okay, so this should match now. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, okay. Okay, we're gonna also flip this so that the highest is on top. It was something with invert y-axis. Axis 1 dot ca dot search y. Whoops. There we go. Okay, sorry. Hi, Matthew. Welcome in. Thanks for the hanging out, Alvi. Okay. So now we have to do... I'm gonna actually, my baby's coughing. I have to save. How do I save? How do I save Kaggle? How do I save a plot on Kaggle to an outputs folder? Go to Outputs tab. Okay, so save it to Outputs Warmup Instance. So we're also going to close. Okay, sorry, hold on. No. So I have to call it again. So this is code that they gave me, but this is for all of the labels. So it's looping through all of the labels, and I only want a random one. If that makes sense, like, so I only want a random, like, I want one random one. So like here, this is printing within the loop. It's printing all of them, but I only need that one image and the probability that is, and the probability and predictions of that particular image. So you'll notice like this one, it's a random, oops. What? That didn't save it. Okay, so oh wait. Did it work? No. So here's the thing. I want, we're gonna go all the way back up here. Oh wait, no. I do have it. I do not have imports OS. That would be very useful for time. So so, hold on. If you're using save fig, close. Hold on. Let me. Oh, I guess I should have just refreshed that. There we go. It did work. Okay. Thanks so much for subscribing on YouTube. Yes. So Kaggle and Jupyter are what IPBY. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what the file is called. But basically it's for like NumPy and a lot of data science and machine learning use it and stuff. Okay, so but why? Let's Can we remove this? How do I remove this? Okay. Let's restart and clear output. Okay, so we're gonna first run this one before we do anything else. Okay. So how do I delete this? That's a question. Okay, so okay, so it would be OS remove, right? Yeah, OS remove. All working output. Okay, so I'm so confused. Could not load more files. Okay. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm so confused as to why. Don't mind me, guys. Ignore me. Is it because I'm missing the... Oh, I think I'm missing... Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so that should have removed it. There we go. Okay, so now I want to... Wait, let me also remove... Can I remove this? I don't know if I can remove this. I don't know if it was created. Let me look really quick. Okay. Edit. Okay, so there is no... Okay. Okay, so... let's remove... Let's start all of this over. Okay, how to remove a folder. Okay, sorry. Hi, Create. Hi, Onion. Core functions. This is a free course if you're in the States. Thanks so much for the follow, Ricardo. I appreciate it. There we go. Okay. So I want to see basically you restart and clear page. Oh my gosh, it's almost 1, guys. This weird vision thing is bugging me right now. Okay, anyways, it's fine. It's fine, guys. We're gonna see if this gets re-added into it. Thanks so much for subscribing on YouTube, Refe. I appreciate it. I think I'm okay for now, core functions. I appreciate the offer though. Okay. Okay, so it does work. Okay, so this should work with just outputs. I really don't like how it went. Okay. No, it doesn't. Just kidding. Fine. Toggle slash. But interesting though that Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna log. I'm gonna log. I'm tired and my screen is bugging me right now. I think I've just been on Kaggle for too long. Where did I learn to code, Anonymous? I am self-taught. I am self-taught. Thanks so much for the follow, Disco. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, no, not enough progress. Not enough progress because I still have this to do, and then I have mock interview, the like hair coding that me and How Long have been talking about, but then I have next week's assignment to do too, and I'm just like, I'm a little stressed. Like, I want to finish the assignment as soon as possible, that way I can focus on my technical interview, which I'm just, oh my gosh. It's taking a break is also progress. I'm it's it's tough right now because I feel like for the taking my screen is really really annoying me right now. I'm not gonna sleep. Oh, awesome, Anonymous. Okay, so I know what's wrong with this. But my Kaggle editor is flipping out right now. I'm pretty sure because of my CPU usage. I've been working on this for 3 hours. So I'm working on running prediction models on PyTorch and just reading the data and understanding how to read the data. It's a lot of numbers, guys. It's a lot of numbers. But anyways, I'm gonna get going. I don't think I was rated today, right? I don't think I was rated today. Okay, my screen is bugging me right now, but I'm gonna get going. I will probably be back tomorrow. I'm kind of like debating on if I should just stay off stream and just focus on finishing my project, which I think I will do, but I might pop on. I'll see how I'm feeling. I'll see how I'm feeling. I'll see, because I feel like I should have gotten way more work done today, but I was busy chatting. And yeah, I am also going to be solo parenting for the next 2 weeks, which will, right? Also, like, solo parenting during the time that I have these interviews going on. So I have to stay relaxed and not stress out, but it's also kind of gonna be like, I'm gonna be stressed out because my kid, and then just, yeah. Okay, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna put on my buy screen just because that flashing light is driving me crazy, and I'm pretty sure that it's driving you guys crazy too. I appreciate you guys. Have a good night. If I'm not on tomorrow, again, Discord, I try to update you guys if I will stream, or rather if I'm not going to be streaming when I said that I would stream. So yeah,